Who won the lottery? I'm getting this jackpot feeling. We are at the bridge. This is a collective wave. Kiki's talking bird. And I'm drawn to the Tarot of Sexual Magic, which it's been years since I pulled this one out. Now this one is because a lot of us have been tested recently, or if you're watching this, maybe you're being tested now or will be in the near future. As you ascend, the chakras get cleared. With the fear of security, with the sexuality, are you pure or lustful? The difference between love and lust and sorting all that out. The X's and dumping all that, and the pride, waking up the stomach, the confidence. A lot of us are there now, and we're thinking back about what just happened there. Sanipyo kaitsai. Also have lots of other decks. Sanapokoi chainyatsai. I'm channeling light language as I do this. Some of the cards I may not be able to show on screen. Maybe I'll cover the boobs with my thumb. Don't want to get banned. Maybe I'll make this 18 and over, but I think still you can't show anything, even an artwork. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe you can. So there's a little nipple showing. I'll just cover that. It is the Knight of Wands. And he has his right hand on her breast. And she has her hand holding his right leg. And they're on a horse. I'm just covering her boob. So they're really like wrapped around each other on the horse. So this Knight of Wands, he's making you feel like he wants to take you on a journey through fields of wheat. This is a very passionate man, masculine, and he's really siphoning your energy, though. I'm really sorry to say it, but you have to be able to discern and read through the energies of your own personal situation the way I'm reading through the cards. If this message resonates, you will know if this is for you or not for you. If you find yourself arguing with the message in any way whatsoever, or getting triggered by it, just leave it behind for the people whom it's meant for, all right? These are collective messages. The energy that I'm picking up off this person is he's deceiving you. He's avoiding talking. He's in his 20s or 30s. He's young. He just really, really wants to like enjoy his apple pie. You are apple pie to him. You're a hot apple strudel in his car. You know, that's his horse. He's taking you for a ride, but he's driving in like a suburb, slow in circles or like around, because he doesn't even own a house, I don't think, or he doesn't want to take you home because he has a roommate there who's a girl who's a sometimes, you know, or he still lives, he's not trustworthy. He thinks he's Superman too. He has a Superman complex. I mean, come on. He's actually wearing a cape on, like, no other clothing but a cape. That's a red flag right there. You don't believe me? It's drawn right there. Red flag. So you have to notice. You have to notice the signs. Red flag. Red flag. Even the horse is turning its head away. It's like the horse knows, the vehicle knows. Like if this guy is driving you in a car, his car he named Betty, and Betty knows that He's just deceiving you with his energy, making you believe that his lust is love. He might even be using those words that I express my love through affectionate touches, through a caress of the breast, through this is, you know, it's all physical with him. I'm so sorry to say it. And you're left there with the, aw, poor you. Yeah, you already know this. The breasts are out, so I'm gonna cover the breasts, okay? Like, her boobs are out, and she's, like, symbolically holding on to the breasts. Like, this is where she had love to give, all this nourishment spilling out, and now it hurts. It's like she's holding on to her heart, but she's also giving herself, like, support, making herself feel held, contained. Sure, maybe she's trying to get herself off, but obviously she can't. She's crying. You know, the tissue is up here. You can't see it too clearly because I have to cover her boobies, but she's crying in a tissue. And she's got a painting on the wall. Or she's looking through the window of other lovers. Or she's looking at her old lover making love to someone else through the window. And oh, don't be one of those. Don't be one of those doing stupid rituals. Oh, please don't. That's such black magic. There's someone here doing black magic. Or maybe you're the guy. Maybe you're the guy she sees through the window. It's like, maybe that's your ex who sees you with a new woman, and she has a candle that looks like very phallic. And there's a mirror behind her. I'll just describe it because I have to cover all the breasts and the thing. The mirror there and the candle and a spilled chalice with flowers in it tells me that she was doing some love ritual, maybe a sex magic love ritual, to try and win you back. Or maybe she's trying to forget about you. You know, it's going to be different for everybody. So I do see some scissors on the side of her too. Maybe she wants to cut you off. There's also a smaller dagger there. She like really doesn't know what to do with herself. This is the 10 of swords. This is the end of your suffering. That's the only good thing about this card is when you reach that kind of low, that's rock bottom. Like, the only type of spell work you should be doing is the type of spells that break spells, that get the binding off of you. Otherwise, you're contributing to Satanism. You're just contributing to the binding with all your stupid manipulation. Trust in God. Trust the process. Don't imagine that, like, do you really think God wants you making spells? That's... You have your mind, which controls reality. If you're making spells, you're summoning demons, you're manipulating others. It's evil, it's pure evil. That's my opinion anyway. Take it to heart. But always use your own discernment. Judge yourself. Nobody else is judging you but you in reality. This is your life. But there are laws. And the main law, the gift that we were all given is free will. And you should never, never interfere with someone else's free will. Unless they're really incapacitated or legally gave you the authority. It's still... Once you croak, whoever had legal authority of you is not responsible. It's always your own authority. That's what it means by you have free will. Because when you croak, it's all on you. It's never on anybody else. No matter how old you are, no matter how incapacitated. Here we have the 3 of spades. Upside down though, so someone's coming out of heartbreak. It's just another case of that. Like, which one are you? So it's upside down here. Right side up, you can see this woman here looking at this guy harping on about this other woman's yoni. And she's all just like splayed out for him. She's all younger and you're like, don't harp on about that. You're harping on about it. And you see the harp, and so that's how you're getting out of it. You see all the passion he has for someone else, and you're just, well, that's not for me. I'm not there. You're way over there. You look like a third wheel in the picture. And so because you see yourself and the harp that he's playing and all of his black candles of black magic manipulation and just what he's all about here, you turn it on its head, which is repent, which let the swords go, and you realize, screw this guy. Why was I wasting my time with such a cheater brunette eater? This is why it's so important to learn lessons in love. I was wondering why I was drawn to this deck. I was like, I don't feel Jezebel on me. I think it's safe, but why on earth am I drawn to this deck if I don't have Jezebel on me? I trusted in spirit. I always trust the process. I just know someone had to hear this message. Because, yeah, there's been tests. And you got to realize that the super, the feelings, it's hard to discern. Is that real or is it a jinn? Is it an entity? If you don't put the heart first, what could have been real ends up being a jinn or an entity, you know? So the stronger that kind of feeling at first that wants to overpower the heart, that means you have a strong heart. And so it takes a strong force like that to try and cloud you over. So when you're at a higher expanded heart, it's like a higher difficulty level of the game because there's more entities that come in to try and siphon it. It's like at a certain level, it's just constant. You got to be fast on the draw like Billy the Kid. It's just you got to expect you're going to be shot at. It's like you have a wanted poster on your head. So you got to cloak, lay low, keep your circle very tight, and just expect that, you know? And eventually, all of them, the demons, the entities, they just know you're not going to fall for it. You know, the less attention you give it, the less they have any way in at all, you know? So here we have, the Knight of Spades, the one who does all the hair pulling and the whipping. Like, someone is, someone's exposed. Someone's really exposed. And it's like their two evil sisters or two friends are watching them be on their hands and knees while this guy just whips her in the ass. And they're watching you. They're even laughing at you. They put their sword down because you're highly entertaining to look at while you let this dominator guy pull you by the hair and whip you on the butt. And you don't look that happy. You really look like you're trying to pose for Vogue magazine or Hustler magazine or Playboy magazine. Even though you are wearing underwear in here, I'm still covering it just in case. Because you never know the weirdo trolls that watch. So yeah, even though trolls are not welcome on this channel. Si piazzo. So you see the situation here? Knight of Swords. It's not just Knight. On this channel, it's everything coded, right? The Knight is also the night, the dark of night. the darkness that maybe you weren't seeing out of this situation. Like maybe that wasn't what your sex life looked like at all, but that's what the energy was of your relationship. You know, maybe you weren't even at that level yet. Maybe you're just at the talking phase, but energetically he has you by the hair, and it's like you just think that's like normal. Like, I just got to be submissive and not move, otherwise I'll get whipped back into place. Or maybe that's what you like, and that's why you keep ending up in these situations where these men just drop you and take another woman. And you have to see that over and over again, where you're actually seeing that guy with another woman. And other women are seeing you get abused and like it, like as if that's your fetish. Take it at whatever level of resonant frequency that you want. So these three flip out. There's a weird feeling. The Knave of Chalices. This guy like burns in the chest. This isn't... Oh, it's the man that feels this way. Uh-oh. See, it's the same thing. The men are going through... There's a woman, it's probably his ex. She's kissing someone in the background. Light of the full moon. He sees it all, and he's having like... This is his time of the month. It's a full moon. He turned into a werewolf. And now that man is writing you letters and ripping them up, and black cats keep crossing his path, and he is going into a psychosis. And he just knows that you're kissing someone else right now, and ink is spilling. It's really all here. He's on fire here. He's choked. He's young. He's young and very emotional. Very emotional. How did I not see this other card, which was hiding behind the Ten of Swords? Ooh la la. The Two of Swords. Of course. So behind the one where you're suffering, the woman's suffering, black magic, trying to forget about him or trying to get him back, and just watching him with another woman crying with the boobs out. Behind that, you know there's another guy who just keeps giving you flowers and trying to get you attention and woo you like a prince, but for some reason you're just not that into him. And it's probably because you're still hung up on the a-hole. Cheater, blondie eater in that case. And that guy that's like cheating on you there, whoever's doing black magic to get them back or forget about them, that person looked like your brother anyway. Like, yeah, you're one shoe on, one shoe off. The guy that you're refusing to see, who keeps shoving roses in your face, you gotta face him. The black bird, or the black hen in the background is telling me that. You know, the crows and the ravens and the black hens. This is some karma. The guy that you're avoiding, he's showing you that you're afraid of intimacy. It's very obvious. That's why you keep going for men who are not available. And then the man who is showing you intimacy, you can't even look. Because for people who are afraid of intimacy, the universe will bring you someone who will give you intimacy just to show you how afraid of it you are. Because that's how the world works. His energy is always seeking to harmonize and balance out. I really like this King of Wands. It looks like he's with his wife. See, this is passion when it's mature. You know, they're dripping in gold. They're not too exposed for other people to see, and what other people see is love. Love, tenderness, and passion, and golden. And mature. They're comfortable and strong. Powerful. Beautiful. Beautiful power couple. Ooh, yeah. Four of Spades. It's like nothing like the regular tarot. But there's definitely some... This guy's just weird. So someone is... What? I don't know, man. It's like she's covering his genitalia with both hands. And he has a finger over her teeth. And another one over her head. And something about his toe is really... Like, he has like an extra long middle toe. He's an intelligent person. There's something about the first two toes. There's something like scientific about this. This person is weird. I think someone's really obsessed. And like very much with how you look, and like it making you a doll or something, and it's giving you serial killer vibes, and you don't like know what to make of it, so you're just don't see him as sexual. He like doesn't let you talk, and it's just weird. Weird. At the bottom of the deck here we have Temperance, which is where you should be at. Like, take a break. Confirmation verb. Get back to your beauty. Put on that golden dress. Let your hair blow in the wind. Take that vacation. Pour yourself a glass of water. Shani, Shanti, Cheryl. Maybe someone's thinking about having children or children on the way. These are flying flamingos, I think, but they feel like storks to me. Someone's creativity is beginning to rise, or someone's creativity might feel blocked. There's some energy in the front right portion of the brain. Just take that out of you, if you allow me. Yeah. Let it go. Yeah. Just density. Sokoanya poase. Finally. By just cleansing in the purity of the waters. Doing your own thing. Forgetting about everyone. The Knight of Cups. Knight of Chalices. And he has a candle, which is very interesting. So it's fire water. This isn't any ordinary Knight of Cups. Even though he's younger and not the king, this Knight of Cups is quite different from the other Knight of Cups. Or maybe that was the false self or shadow self of the same Knight of Cups. This is like night and day. Because this is the most spectacular kind of water you can have, fire water. And this, he is coming out to seek you in the water, like you're Lady of the Lake here. And it's this romance, and you're like, who, me? And he's like, yeah, babe, you, I've been walking for miles and miles and miles. I walked 600 miles, 300,000 miles. I flew around the world to see me? Who, me? Like, yeah, you. Who do you think, you? I saw your photo. I went crazy. All I could see was you. I couldn't sleep, so I came out here with my chalice, and it turned into a candle. What? It's a candle, yo. So whoa. What's the story here? There's a hanged man situation, but he's not hanged here. He's just hung up. He's just hung up on the beauty of this woman who's all tied up. She's all tied up, and he's just hung up. See, her arms are bound. Says hang man. Looks may be deceiving. It looks like she's hanging, but he's the one who's hung up. She's just hanging out. But she's tied up. Like, she has no time for him. And so he's crawling. It's crawling like some man beast on the ground while she's just laying around, emitting her essence. Then we got the hermit, where all he can think of is his ex who's with another guy. Like, come on, guys. And his candle went out. Whoever you are, man, just light your candle again. Stop looking at the flame that went out. And having that, just cancel, clear, delete, erase, erase, erase. Get them out of your mind space. They're not real. It's shadow projection in your brain. Clear your brain, light your candle. Let them go. Is this you guys that I'm feeling in the right side of the brain? Ah! Bye-bye. Reiki it out for you. 10 of Wands. Yeah, guys, it's just pure passion here, but it's a burden. Whatever guy this is, never noticed this burden before. See, he's holding her. He has to do all the heavy lifting, basically. All of it. He has to do all the heavy lifting. So he's tired. The girl is having a great time. But in this 10 of Wands scenario, it's the man is way more tired and effing exhausted than he lets on, because he's doing it for the action. But that's all it is. And he's going to break soon, because he's just doing all the heavy lifting in every way and every aspect. And her clothes are torn on the other end. So he thinks he's doing all the heavy lifting. This guy's probably, I was going to say Cancerian, but it's 10 of Wands. It should be a fire sign. Maybe it's a Sag. The rips on her shirt in the back look like claw marks. Like, yeah, he's doing all the heavy lifting, but he's also eating you alive and siphoning your energy. As much as he's giving to the woman, he's also taking from her. That's what he doesn't realize. So he doesn't have to do all the heavy lifting. It's like, it's his choice. But for some reason, he's at a 10, which is the max. It's like he cannot do any more heavy lifting. So, dude, it's not the woman's fault. It's your life. Don't overextend yourself by doing too much heavy lifting when you don't even have to lift her. She could lie down. She could stand up. She can bounce. Ay yo, sanity. Not me. I've been celibate for years. Bushayo. Which makes it all the weirder I was drawn to these cards. So 7 of Chalices. Someone's imagining of a vacation. I'm wondering how it would go on a vacation with a guy. I don't know why, but there's something I don't like in the face of this guy. So 7 is fantasy and illusion, or options. I'm getting that it's more fantasy and illusion in this one. And there's a turtle. Like, this person can carry the whole world on their back. I think this seems like an ideal situation. Like, this guy has everything in the world. He can carry the world on the turtle's back. But it doesn't seem like they match. I think she may be more into what he has than who he is. There, I said it. I don't even think she can say that to herself. I think that's what the card is giving out. So someone like can't even admit to themselves that like, yeah, I like what this man has to offer more than I like his face. You know, and when you don't like someone's face, you're not attracted to them. And then he's kissing you. Like, how do you feel when someone you're not attracted to is kissing you? But then he has everything that you want, and he's not that bad. So you're like, no, I would never do that. I like him. It's something like that that's going on. Oh, no. Oh. And then there's this other couple. It's a young, passionate guy. With these youths, there's nothing showing here, so I can show the card. Look, her hair goes down to the ground. It's like she is showing off, I have the longest hair, I am the best, and look at my boobs. And he's like, yeah, just give them to me. This is just, let's do it. This is all about nourishment. Just a sexual nourishment for what it is. It's not really a romantic connection at all. It's not a, it's very lust. But there's something, like bonded and primal and very sex nourishment focused. Like this is more of an octopusy kind of energy, but their heads, they're both using this as escapism. That's what it is. They're both completely like in another world, even. They're lost in the senses. Like it's possible that they might be imagining other people or other faces when they're together. Like they might not even be present. This might be a show. Like look how her hair is thrown back, like it's posing for the thing. It's a sex act here for the acting, and she's probably very, very good in bed. But it is, I think it's more like she's a man eater, maybe. Or she just wants to gain your love through sex there. That's what it is. She thinks she loves you already when she is in fantasy land, because we just had that 7 of Cups before with the ideal situation. She is just dreaming of all the possibilities rather than being fully present and connected. And she's offering herself in such a way where he cannot refuse. And because he cannot refuse such an offer, his focus goes there, and he sees her as this sexual being rather than a sensitive, fully developed woman with a mind and a heart and a life and dreams and aspirations and a heart, you know, feelings. Instead, he's just like, wow, great boobs, let me munch him. And she's like, are you kidding me? I'm your trophy wife. He's like, what? And you never said anything about future. Like, just, I'm having a good time here. And she doesn't see how she's deceiving herself, that she's also just using him as an escape. She thinks she's with him, but the whole time she's in future scenarios in her head about him that don't really exist about him, because she's not talking to him about everything she has in her head, dreaming about being with him, you know, all these things she wants to do with him, because they've only known each other like a week. They really haven't known each other long, like not intimately, and she's already, you know, planning the wedding and the will and the funeral. Like, just who knows where her head is. It's way up there. Oh boy, finally, after seeing all this, all the different mental stories, because all they are stories, which are programs in the mind that people get stuck in. It's really entities talking. It comes from, I wouldn't say a screw loose, but a program that is screwed in tightly, and you gotta unscrew that stuff. Like, unscrew yourself from all those frames of minds that I just said, so you come out winning with the 2 of Cups. This is a real love. And that was not a nip. I did not show anything there. It was a raisin. She's smuggling a raisin on her chest. That's all it was, because they're eating raisins there. Totally. And I like how their feet look together. You know, in this 2 of Cups, you can see that the foot position here, oh, they're both his. I thought one was hers and one was his. Never mind. But he's got good feet, which is a good sign. They seem very into each other. He's holding her hand. Yeah, so the feeling I got from the feet is the same as the hand holding. It's they're together. makes the background just disappear. Like the background becomes so, it just like washes away like water paint. Like all that exists is their kiss and their hand holding. I was like, are they chestnuts? And chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose. Yes, there will be justice. The Justice Fairy has entered the deck. This Justice Fairy does not work for Jezebel. She's appropriately dressed. She has her sword of discernment. And now she is on duty for you. Yeah, you. Should you accept this fairy to help you find your equally yoked, healed partner, if you just call her in and ask her to make sure that sword of discernment is very sharp, because you have learned your lessons. And you will know the difference if it's her or if it's Jezebel sending you someone to test you. Either way, you know, you'll always get tested and tested and tested. It'll just stop feeling like a test. You won't notice them when your reaction is like even before their mouth opens. You just see it coming from a mile away and avoid it, you know. Keep your circle tight, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. End it with a miracle tone. That fairy will bring you justice. This fairy also is telling me that whoever belittled you is going to watch you rise. She's going to make sure of that. Like, she's going to make sure that whoever did you wrong she's going to like switch the tables on them, because it's justice. And justice means karma is served. Kiki confirms. Is justice served, Kiki? Kiki likes the miracle tone. Don't forget to like and comment. Put a little emoji in the box. You know, you can like the video and then remove it from your liked list. It doesn't cost you anything to like a video, and it really helps. It helps me. It helps creators that are doing this for free for you. So much love. Happy holidays.